Minute from Horizon Church. There's a verse that's been on my mind over the last little while, and it's 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 4. I always thank my God for you because of his grace given you in Christ Jesus. Obviously, this verse is at the beginning of this letter to the Corinthians. It comes straight after who the letter is written by and who it's written to. And it can become easy to just sort of skim over these verses at the beginning, thinking they're just introductory verses. I want to get into the main part of the letter where it really tells us what it's written about. But what struck me with this verse was what Paul is thanking God for with these people. He often thanks God for other Christians. That's not unusual. But in this case, he's thanking God because of God's grace that is in these people. Now, the Corinthians weren't some sort of super Christians. They weren't someone that Paul was going to hold out as being shining examples of what it means to live in God's grace. Instead, as we look further into what Paul wrote, we can see they had lots of problems, lots of issues. But what Paul recognizes in them is the grace of God that is in every Christian. When we look at other Christians, it can often be a bit too easy to be a bit critical, to pick out their faults or what they're doing wrong or what they should be doing and they aren't. But if we thank God for the grace that is in them, the grace that is given through Jesus, then it gives us a different perspective. Instead of looking to criticize, we look to encourage, to support, to build up, to help them move forward in God. So next time there's a Christian around you who's being really annoying or frustrating, instead of complaining to God about them, instead of asking God to fix them or to change them, give thanks to God for them, for the grace of God that is in them, that's in you, that's in each of us, the grace of God that enables us to live, and just really try to encourage them to live in that grace.